let's talk about CT side. Our CT side fucking sucks, and it's because of two reasons. In order to be a good CT sided team for any map, you need to be coordinated and you need to be adaptable. Now, being coordinated means when you're playing on a site that you're supporting each other when you're playing a site together, or when you're somewhere in the near vicinity of each other. Like, for example, if I'm trying to hold A on cache, normally there's going to be one guy like somewhere in the site, and one guy is going to be highway. It's going to be like rotating between mid and A, whatever needs help. And there's also probably going to be another guy mid that's either playing Z, playing in the vents, or playing maybe sandbags, or like highway box. Sandbags isn't the greatest place to play. Once they get an idea that you're playing here, they're going to Molotov you, and they're going to have to run out in the open, and you're going to die. So it's like a gimmicky place to play. And if you play here like once, twice a game. But the first time they Molotov that area, stop playing there, because it's really not good. Like, if you still don't know the Molotov, this place, damn it, I can't get on the boost. You can do it from boost like this. You can do it from mid like this.
Incendiary out.
Both do the same shit. Both just wreck these guys. Then they gotta jump out because it burns them everywhere. I'm gonna turn God mode on. The fucking Molotov destroys them everywhere. It even burns you on the sandbags, so you gotta jump out. You have no choice. But when you're being coordinated, this guy is like, comms are important, but more importantly, what's important is communicating what's open and what's not. Like, what's open and what's still being watched. Like, for example, if the mid guy is watching mid and he's the only one who's actually got active eyes on mid, say we're playing like one guy A, two guys mid, two guys B, and we want, then usually one of the mid guys is going to be the highway guy that's going to be rotating between mid and A, whatever needs help, and the other guy is going to be the devoted mid guy. Say that the B guys are saying, hey, they're coming B, then the devoted mid guy is probably going to take the quick rotate over here and go either like heaven, here, or even into the site. I wouldn't recommend here because this gets smoked all the time, so the best place for him to play and support his teammates passively is from heaven, throwing like support nades through the fucking window like this.
Throwing flashbang.
Throwing grenades, throwing Molotovs, whatever, through the fucking window to support his teammates that are trying to fight the guys off that are coming from B. But needless to say, if this guy leaves mid, and it turns out that the bomb isn't even at B, let's say there's only two guys B, and the B guys are just freaking out because there's two guys rushing at them, and this guy rotates too fast, then they can come out, and then this guy, say this guy is trying to hold the site with the guy at A, or he's trying to hold mid by himself. Holding mid solo on cache is really difficult, and it's pretty much impossible. Like, if the terrorist side is coordinated enough to the point where they're flashing for each other, they're Molotoving stuff, they're smoking things out, you're gonna get overrun if they try and come up highway, or you're not gonna be able to defend them, to fight them off if they try to go vents. So trying to hold mid by yourself is difficult. So when this guy rotates off, this guy isn't gonna want to try and hold mid by himself. He's gonna want to devote to go to A and play like highway and kind of give them mid control for free. But so number one, when I say being coordinated, what I mean is, like, say I'm usually, when I'm playing cache, I'm usually the mid rotator that's playing like here or at A, depending on what's happening. If I'm playing mid, like, I need the A guy, I need to be coordinated mostly with this A guy, because I need the A guy to flash for me mid.
Flashbang.
If there's a bunch of guys that are overrunning us mid, but I need him to pop flash mid like that, so that I can get free kills, because I can't flash for myself and peek quickly. Like, I can do a flash like that, but number one, it's not a pop flash, and number two, I can't peek with it immediately, because like I have to throw it and then run up and get close. If I have a teammate flashing for me, I can hide behind this box. He can throw the flash there. I can just have my head in the wall. The moment the flash pops, I can peek and just get all the blind kills, because they're actually gonna be blind if they're out mid and that pop flash comes over. They're gonna see like a little sliver of it if it's a good pop flash, and they're never going to have a chance to turn from it. So if they're looking somewhere in that general direction, they're going to be blind and they're going to die. Same thing goes for when there's a guy at A. If the guy at A, say A main should be smoked,
Throwing smoke.
and that's kind of a dick smoke, but the point remains. Say he's at A and the A main's smoked, and he hears the door open, and he's like, okay, they're coming A. well, number one, I can spot door really easily if I'm playing behind here. Whatever this is called. I guess highway hut or something, but see, I can see that the door is open and I can fight the guy from door really easily. Or I can go up on heaven and I can support him this way. But if he hears them and they're rushing out, like, if he hears them and they're trying to rush out A main, then I can throw a flash from the same direction, same idea. Throw this sick pop flash right here, and it's gonna blind all the guys coming out A main, and then he can peek out and get the kills from the guys coming out A main and the guys coming out forklift. If they're coming out both directions and he says the door's open, maybe I would want to quickly Molotov off door so they can't rush at him, and then throw the pop flash for A main, and then maybe peek forklift or smoke something out. Point being, we need to be communicating with each other what the hell's going on, because we need to know, okay, like, they're coming A, they're coming B. But it's important also to not just over-rotate. Like, if there's a... Say I'm the lurker, say I'm a terroricide lurker. I'm the only guy at A, and everybody else is going B, but they're not making any noise. I can come A main, even if this is smoked, and I can just throw shit. I can throw my smoke. I can Molotov this, and I can throw 2 flashes.
Throwing flashbang. Deploying
And
flashbang.
I can make it look like it's A. Like, there's a bunch of shit coming at A. I can make it look like we're going A, even though we're not even though I'm the only one at A, we have no intention of ever going to A. And then this guy, if he doesn't have good comms, if he's just saying A, then these guys are gonna come and fucking rotate. And they're gonna come A, and then there's gonna be nobody at mid, and then my teammates who are like hiding in garage or they're hiding B can know, hey, we just got, like, they can kind of just get a quick peek out, and they can realize, hey, all the mid guys are gone, they rotated over to A, now we can split B, and we can have some teammates go through B main, and the others go through mid, and we can just destroy the 2 guys that are left at B, even if they're still there, assuming that the team didn't over-rotate completely and B's not clear. So just because you're seeing shit at A, just because people are in the general area of B, or people are throwing shit in the general area of A to make it look like it's an A take, that doesn't mean that they're going that direction. That it could easily be a fake. If you don't see the bomb, then you don't know for sure where they're at, and you don't know for sure what their plan is going to be. So you need better comms than just A, mid, B. You need to say something specific. You need to say, there's 2 guys at B, there's 2 guys at A, they've thrown 1 flash out A, they've thrown 1 smoke, they've smoked truck, they've Molotov quad box, they've Molotov vents, whatever. You just have to be very explicit in what you're saying on CT side, because over-rotating is exactly how you give the terrorists free sites and give them free plants, and then you're in a 5v5 post-plant situation. Fucking hard retake. Really fucking hard retake. Good luck. But when you're holding a site, especially when you're holding a site like B solo, this always happens. Say the 2 guys at B, 1 guy's playing like... Say we don't even have 2 guys B. Say you have 1 guy B, he's playing solo, right? And say he comes into B, and say he goes through vents. This is a common place to go. He goes from CD spawn, runs up vent, or runs up heaven, comes down, and he's here and he says, oh shit, there's 5 guys running at me. And what I've noticed most people on our team doing is instead of running away, they're trying to fight 5 people at once. They're trying to fucking, like, they're trying to shoot at people and, like, try and take on 5 people, try to take on this 5v1 counter. That's stupid. You're just gonna die. You're not gonna get any kills. If you get lucky, you get a kill, but even so, they get the entry frag, they get the 5v4, even so, they get the frag and they get the free sight. It's like, at your best, it's gonna be 4v4. Instead of trying to fight like this, if you see 5 fucking guys coming, use your fucking nades. Throw a Molotov, throw flashes at them, at least very much like, you could throw a nade at them and do a bunch of damage, smoke them off, and then run the fuck away. Like, there's no point in giving them the free frag. At the very least, you can slow them down, tell your teammates, hey, they're rushing the shit out of B, so that they can, like, adapt to it, and your teammates can come and help you, and you can kind of, like, play really passively, and maybe even just give them the site. But at the very least, you can give them the site and then try and retake it as an entire team instead of just trying to fight them off 5v1. It's never gonna happen. You need, like, that's the point of having nades on CT side, is to support your teammates and to slow down the terrorists. You're not gonna be able to keep them all out of your face. Eventually, they're gonna get through. But at the very least, you can Molotov all of this. You can make it difficult for them. That's all you need to do. You need to slow them down. Throw a flash so they're all blind. Don't peek with that flash. Just throw a flash. Like, something like that. It'll pop flash them. They'll get blind. They'll slow down a bit. That's all you need. You need to slow them down so that your teammates can either... The mid guys can flank them so that you can give them trouble. Like, when they get into the site and they get into their established post-plant positions and they set up a bunch of crossfires, retaking is really hard. But when they're still trying to take the site, if you throw Molotovs and flashes at them so that you slow them down, and the mid guy can rush through, and you can hit him from 2 angles, you can hit him from behind and from the front, then you can give them a really difficult time because they're all here just in B main, and they're trying to fight off terrorists coming from a bunch of different angles. So you can have people coming through vents to hit them from there. I can have this guy go through vents, hit him from here. You can have the guy garage, flank him, hit him from here, and then you can obviously have the B guys coming out, hitting him from here. They're getting hit from 3 different angles. It's like there's nothing they can do. But that's what a coordinated CT team should be doing. And that's not what we have. But even more so, adaptability. The terrorists aren't going to do the same fucking thing every round. They're going to change up their strats. They're going to go different sites. They're going to play differently. At least any reasonably good CT side team. So we have to adapt with their adaptations too. Like maybe one round, we're playing 1 guy A side, 2 guys somewhere near mid, and 2 guys B, and then we're losing A all the time, or they're taking mid all the time. Well, then we gotta change up our strats. We gotta smoke something. We gotta Molotov something. We gotta play, instead of playing 1-2-2, we play 1-3-1, or we play 2-1-2, or something. It depends. You gotta pick up on the tendencies that the terrorists are doing, because they're gonna have a pattern in the way that they play just based upon that. They're not gonna change up their entire style of play in one fucking game within 15 rounds. Ideally, you'd be able to do that, but realistically, you only know how to do so many things, and you're only gonna have so many strats. So it's like eventually you're gonna realize their box of tricks. So you have to, like, especially the in-game leader has to recognize that they're going. This guy who goes A, he always goes through door, or the guy when they're going A, they're always smoking truck, and they're always Molotoving forklift or quad box, and then they're throwing pop flashes over the roof, or when they're taking mid, they always throw crisscross smokes and go vents. It's like you have to pick up on the terrorist tendencies in order to adapt to what they're doing. But in addition to that, you have to keep in mind where the B lurker is, because the B lurker can be the easiest kill of your life, assuming you know what he plays and if he doesn't change up his strats too much. For example, like if he's always going B and when his teammates are going A and he's always going B, there could be one of the B guys that's not coming, that's just hides in the site, and then waits for this guy to pop out and try and flank the people, and then like the guy in the site pops out and kills the flanker, and that's an easy kill because there's nobody's gonna trade the lurker. The lurker by definition is by himself. So it's like, it's just things like that that we really have to pick up on, and you have to do it quickly, otherwise we're just gonna get stomped on T side, and that's why we've been getting stomped on T side. We don't play as a team, we don't play coordinated, we don't adapt to anything, and we just start yelling at each other. I think that's all I really had to say. Like, these obviously CT setups are different on every map, but these are just general tips that can apply to any CT site on any map. Like, you got to be able to. The general principle always stands. If you see people running at you, they're rushing at you. Instead of fighting them, you have to throw shit. You have to throw shit at them, and then you have to back off. It's a lot better to play the retake 5v5 than to play the retake 4v4. But honestly, I think it's better just to fight as a team than to try and, like, if you're trying to retake a 5v4, like it's just general numbers. Like, if I fight 5 guys, I'm probably gonna get free fragged on. I'm probably just gonna die for no reason, and then it's like a retake on a 5v4 retake when they have 5 people. It's like, good fucking luck. It's hard enough to retake when you have equal numbers. When you have a man disadvantage, it's never gonna happen. At least against a coordinated T-side team that has good post-plant positions, and they got a bunch of established crossfires, and they've got a good plant for the bomb. They got the guy playing like exactly where he needs to be in order to see the bomb from where it's planted for, and he can just hide. Like, playing as a team is overall what we need to do, and on CT side that's not working, and that's why we're losing CT side on even the most CT sided of maps. But I don't know, we need to practice this. I don't know how we're going to practice this, but we need to practice this somehow. Because, I mean, if we're losing CT side on cache and we have 10-5 on, when we have a 10-5 T-half and we lose CT side on cache, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. But even more so, it's because, like, teammates don't know their fucking nades. Like, they're missing shit, like they're not smoking a Z. Like, I don't care what you're doing as a CT side. You always want Z smoked. The smoke should be a little deeper, but you always want to smoke this because you can get hit from two different angles. And you can get hit from boost and there. So it's like, if this isn't smoked, then the mid guys have to worry about two angles, and it's like, this guy can't really support boost, but he can support Z. So if Z's not smoked, then this guy and this guy are worrying about Z and nobody's watching boost. It's a lot more effective to have this smoked,
Laying down smoke.
have this guy spot every once in a while to see if they're going through the smoke, and have the Z guy look at boost. We're close like this. Well, this side's better, because you can get stuck on this side. Or even more so, like, I don't know. Point being, we need to, well, you guys get the point. But like, say we're trying to hold B. If we're playing two guys B, like, you need one guy to spot for info. Like, just kind of check to see how many people are coming. And you need another guy to, like, support him somehow. Like, you want a guy either... Back here is pretty good because he can pop flash them. Like that. That's a sick pop flash. He can pop flash all the terrorists, and then this guy can take a peek just to get info and maybe get a kill. Maybe get a kill or two. And fall back. Like, that's something I want to see people... I want to see our team doing that a lot more, is get a kill, regardless of what side we're on. Get a kill and fall back, regroup. When we have the man advantage, it's like... It's crucial, because then the terrorists, they're already... The game's already stacked against them to where they have to make the first move. But when they have to make the first move with 4 people against 5 of us, it's like... If we can hold sites, if we're a coordinated CT team, it's like... hard for them to take anything. But like, even a guy in heaven can support this guy the same way. Throw a pop flash like that.
Flashbang.
It's just as good. They see like that much of it. You can throw support pop flashes, like you can throw support pop flashes from any area. Like you can throw one from here. I think you aim it right here.
Flashbang.
I think you play in the door, and I'm pretty sure you bounce it off the bottom.
Throwing flashbang.
But you can pop flash them like that. Like, point being, we need to use nades better. And by nades, I usually mean flashes, because flashes are, in my opinion, the most important nade in the game to be good with. And majority of the time, our teammates either don't buy nades or they don't know how to use them. And they just don't use them because they don't know what situations where they can use them. But if you're buying fucking full nades every round, like if you're buying like an HE, 2 flashes, and a smoke, then you're spending $1,000. And if you're not using it and you're just dying with a bunch of nades still in your inventory, you're just blowing $1,000 away. It's better off just not even buy them at all and keep the money. Ideally, you don't want to do that, but I mean,
Deploying
it's better than
flashbang.
just dying with them. I don't know. This is stuff we need to practice.
Flashbang.
It's definitely stuff we need to practice. But yeah, that's all I have for now.